Hey you guys, today I'm going to teach you guys how to make Chile Rellenos. Yeah, I know that's like taboo for a lot of people. They love them. They pay like $4 for one that's been sitting there frozen. I'm going to show you guys how completely easy it is, and you're never going to have to buy a Chile Relleno from a market that's been sitting on a shelf again. Promise you. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn on all your burners on your stove. We're going to do like the middle of medium and high. I don't know, it might change. I'm always changing my mind. Okay, so I'm going to cut the top of the bag of the chili. I have 14 chilies here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting them on fire, and I'm just going to lay them all over my stove because I want to cover everything in blackness. Roast every single one, and I just kind of lay them down. And when you guys buy them, try to look for the ones that are like nice and big and like long. Like clearly here you can tell I told the kids, you know, help me. The flame on the back is smaller, so I'm gonna only put one, and I'm just gonna let these babies roast, and I'm gonna do all of that. Now you're gonna save your bag because you're gonna need it. Even if it has a couple holes, you're going to want to trap the steam in there. It's easier for you to peel the skin. And I have an easy recipe on how to peel the skin. I have an easy way on how to peel the skin. So while this is working, kind of keep moving them around. Because the more it covers, the better. You can start flipping them around, just whatever works for the chili. They're all different. Like one you could lay flat there and it'll cook evenly. Other ones you have to like mess with it and play with it. And let me show you actually, like right here, for example, like if it doesn't get the root, I'm gonna like lay it right here. And then this one might not need that. This one, you know, because it's so flat and nicely shaped, I just might be able to turn it like this. You know what I mean? So just kind of play with them just to get it everywhere. Again, I know it's time consuming, you guys, but it's so worth it because these are going to taste a lot better than anything you can buy. So I'll turn over. You want them to look like this. See how beautiful that looks. But, I mean, if they cook too much, then they're going to get holy. So keep an eye on that. And it's okay, like if you leave a little bit, you know. So I'm gonna take this and put it in my bag. I'm just gonna let it sit there. This one's also ready. So I have 2 in my bag, and I'm just gonna close them. So I'm just gonna continue to cook. These 2 I'm gonna put together. This one I'm gonna put together. Put it on the edge. The edge needs to be done. And then I'm going to start 2 other chilies. I know a lot of you guys message me and tell me that you guys don't have a stove like this. You guys have the flat stove. You guys can use a barbecue grill. If the barbecue is on, throw some chilies on there. And you know, take advantage of that, you know, of having that fire. The challenging part is the egg. Like a lot of times people have a problem like whipping up the egg. You guys, if you have like those little beaters with the little things that spin, or a KitchenAid, which is what I use, it's so easy. Like, oh my god, you guys, it's so easy. Okay. So now we're gonna leave these just in their own steam. See that? They're just kind of like cooking in there, I think. I'm just gonna put those aside. And then I'm gonna get my eggs. And what I say, I was making 14 chilies. I wanted to make 20. Obviously, I'm gonna get all the egg white out. And then, I know I hate to waste the yolk, but I don't got time. I ain't got time to cry right now, guys. Okay. This isn't good, and we're gonna add a little salt to it. We want this to be nice and flavored. So I added what, like 10 eggs, so I'm just gonna add maybe a tablespoon of salt. You know I don't measure. Okay, and we're just gonna put this back here and we'll come back to that. Now we're gonna take our Chile Rellenos, put them aside. I'm gonna cut the bag from the bottom because I want the first one that I did. And okay, so you see this? And now, okay, this is kind of weird. I'm gonna run water. And then I'm just gonna pull off the skin while I'm running water. So I'm gonna try to show you the best I can. Give me a minute. We're doing a DIY tripod, you guys, making it work. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think you're good there. Okay, so we're gonna let the water run. And we're gonna take our Chile Relleno and we're just gonna kind of rinse it off. And this is what I do, you guys, to peel my chili. Makes it so easy for me. You know, a lot of times people will peel it with a fork. No, honey, I ain't got time for that. I have too much going on. It's kind of like, and it's okay, like if you leave a little bit on, you know, like the world's not gonna end. Look at that, how quick that was. Just gonna lay that there. Now we're just gonna get all of these done. Just be gentle, like when you're pulling it, pull it gentle. And pull it to the side, pull it up, whatever makes it come off. And you see how I like left some little pieces on there? That's okay. Like, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And there were some parts of the chili where like I overcooked or didn't cook it all. Again, that is also okay, because I'm going to show you guys the technique I use so that way that's going to be covered up. Just I hope you guys are still here. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to get these, put them over here, and then I have flour here, just plain flour. And we're going to need some queso. And you're going to need Monterey Jack for this. You have to use Monterey Jack cheese. I remember a long time ago I called my grandma and I said, Grandma, how do I make Chile Rellenos? And she's like, oh, mija, and she started laughing at me and she goes, only a good cook can make Chile Rellenos. And I was like, give me the recipe, Grandma. I got this. You know, that was before you could Google everything. I called her and asked her. I was like 21 years old. So she told me and I couldn't do it. I could not do it because, you know, you guys, they used to whip the egg by hand, and that's what she meant by that. Like, you cannot, there's no way you could whip the egg by hand. All of the cheese is just cut like this. So I'm going to use like 2 a chili. Not a lot of oil, you're just going to need a little bit. There's my egg white. Okay, so we're just going to put this aside because this is going to fall while making these. We are going to need it again. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, I hope this pan doesn't do me dirty, you guys. That's the only thing holding me back. Okay. You're going to take your chili. And then you're just gonna make a little slit in it. Smaller the better. You're gonna stick your cheese inside the little hole. So look, I'm just like sticking my cheese in there. Shoving it in there. Carefully, you guys. Some of you are probably like, now I know why I pay so much for a plate of Chile Rellenos. Okay, so now it's in there. Now we're going to just put it in flour. Nice and covered in flour. And then I just use this spoon. I'm going to take my egg and I'm going to put it on the pan. Lay it there. And I want it to be enough to cover the Chile Relleno. The first one always comes out like shit, by the way. Okay, so there we go. And now I'm just gonna press it on the pan. Just gonna press it on there. And then with the spatula, I'm just gonna kind of like fold the sides up. Sometimes I like to like put the sides like towards the ow! Whatever. Towards the pan. That way it can kind of fold itself. Fold those, and then I'm gonna get something. I need something now that I could like put them to bed in. I'm gonna put you to bed. So I'll just use this. Nice piece of wax paper, and now I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna put it on top of the Chile Relleno. Put this baby on top. And a lot of times, you guys, you gotta use your hands. I'm just gonna flip this baby over. You gotta be careful. Oh, there we go. I mean, it's already one of the most beautiful Chile Rellenos. And when you cook it like this, like I know a lot of people like dip, and then fry. When you cook it like this, it's a lot more fluffier than when you cook it another way. Watch, let me show you what I mean. Look how fluffy that is, you guys. And then but you do gotta stay here. Like, look at, now I have to hold it like this. But I mean, that's a good looking Chile Relleno. And sometimes I even have to get a spoon of oil and put it over the side to cook it like that. Sometimes I gotta do that, you guys. Because, you know, I gotta help it. And that's for every single Chile Relleno. Like, that's every single one that I'm gonna do that for. So, what am I waiting for? Let's get this rolling. And there you go, guys. That's how you make the perfect Chile Relleno. I mean, I really wanted to make more, but I ran out of egg, but